Why you keep looking for signs, angel numbers, and predictions when life feels uncertain. Before we begin, this video is not here to tell you that angel numbers are real, and it's not here to tell you that they are fake. It's not here to sell you a reading, it's not here to sell you any course or a webinar or any sort of remedy. This video is simply for your understanding. Because if you have ever found yourself repeatedly searching what does 111 means, what does 222 means, what does 555 means, and a question inside, why am I seeing angel numbers everywhere? What does my numerology chart look so difficult? Is my astrology chart the reason my life is full of struggles? Then this video is for you. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed that most people don't start searching for signs when life is going perfectly? Think about it. When your career is doing well, when your relationships feel stable, when money is flowing, when life feels predictable, most people aren't spending hours looking for angel number meaning. Most people aren't watching 20 numerology videos every day. Most people aren't desperately searching for predictions. But the moment uncertainty enters our life, everything changes. Our relationship becomes confusing, our business isn't growing, a job isn't working out, financial pressure increases, a decision feels impossible to make, and suddenly we start looking for signs. Why? Why? Because human beings are not actually afraid of bad news. Human beings are afraid of uncertainty. Things about a medical report. Often waiting for a report feels worse than receiving it. Think about a job interview. Waiting for the result is more often stressful than hearing no. Think about relationship. Not knowing where you stand often hurts more than rejection itself. Human brain craves certainty, any certainty, even if it's borrowed certainty. And this is where signs, numbers, predictions, readings, and spiritual content become incredibly attractive. Not because we are weak, not because we are foolish, but because uncertainty is uncomfortable and certainty feels safe. Now let's talk about something I have noticed. Suppose someone has a 3 and 6 combination in numerology. The moment they search online, they start seeing videos saying 3 and 6 is one of the most difficult combination. One belongs to the guru of devas and other belongs to the guru of asuras. These energies are naturally in conflict. This combination creates struggle. Now imagine hearing this when you are already going through a difficult phase in life. What happens? You begin connecting everything to that prediction. Your business isn't working, must be the numbers. You didn't get a job, must be the numbers. Relationship problem, must be the numbers. Financial struggles, must be the numbers. Every setback becomes evidence. But let's pause and think logically. How many people in this world would have 3 and 6 combination? Thousands? Maybe lakhs? Do they all have the same career? The same marriage? The same income? The same opportunities? The same level of success? Of course not. Some are struggling, some are thriving, some are entrepreneurs, some are doctors, some are artists, and some are wealthy, and some are not. So, which means there is clearly more to a human life than a single number combination. And this is where something very interesting happens psychologically. The true moment we believe a prediction is true, the moment we start believing that the predictions are true, we unconsciously start looking for evidences that confirm it. We stop seeing what doesn't fit and we start focusing only on what does. This is why two people can have same chart the same number, and completely different lives. One uses information as guidance, the other uses it as life sentences. Now let's talk about angel numbers because this is fascinating. Next time you search 111 meaning, 222, 333, 444, or 555's meaning, open 5 different websites, watch 5 different videos, read 5 different articles, and notice something. Most of them are saying almost the same thing, just in different words. 111, new beginning. 222, trust the process. 333, growth and support. 444, protection. And 555, change is coming. Different creators, different website, different background music, different thumbnails, but very similar messages. Now ask yourself, are these highly personalized messages specifically designed for your unique lifestyle or your unique life situation, or they are broad interpretation that millions of people can relate to? Because someone changing job can relate to 555, which is 555. Some ending a relation can relate to 555. Some starting a business can relate to 555. Some moving to a different city can relate to 555. The same meaning fits countless situations, and that's not necessarily a problem. The problem begins when reflection becomes dependency, because there is a difference between using science to reflect and using science to avoid decision. I've seen people postpone important decisions for years, waiting for confirmations, waiting for another reading, waiting for another prediction, waiting for another sign, waiting for the universe to tell them exactly what to do. Meanwhile, life keeps moving. Years passes, opportunity pass, dreams pass, relationship pass, and eventually they realize something painful. They weren't waiting for a sign, they were avoiding responsibilities. Because the moment you make a decision, you become responsible for the outcome. And responsibility can be scary. So sometimes the mind finds comfort in waiting. Now I want to say something that may sound controversial. Most people are not looking for signs, they are looking for relief. They are looking for reassurance. They are looking for hope. They are looking for someone to tell them it's going to be okay. You are on the right path. Things will work out. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting that. We are human. We all want reassurance. But at some point, a sign should help you trust yourself more, not less. A reading should help you gain clarity, not become dependent. A spiritual practice should make you stronger, not make you afraid of every decision. Because true spirituality should increase self trust, not something. Now I want to say something that may sound controversial. Most people are not looking for signs, they are looking for relief. They are looking for reassurance. They are looking for hope. They are looking for someone to tell them it's going to be okay. You are on the right path. Things will work out. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting that. We are human. We all want reassurance. But at some point, a sign should help you trust yourself more, not less. A reading should help you gain clarity, not become dependent. A spiritual practice should make you stronger, not make you afraid of every decision. Because true spirituality should increase self trust, not replace it. And maybe that's the real question. Not are signs real, not are angel numbers real, not is numerology real. The deeper question is, what am I hoping this sign will tell me? Because the answer to that question often reveals far more about your life than the sign itself. Maybe you are afraid of failure, maybe you are afraid of rejection, maybe you are afraid of making the wrong choices, maybe you are afraid of letting go, maybe you are afraid of moving forward. And perhaps the sign isn't there to predict your future. Perhaps it's there to make you look deeper into yourself. So next time you see 111, 222, 333, 444, or 555, pause for a moment. Instead of asking, what does this number mean? Ask, what is happening in my life right now that makes me ask, what is happening in my life right now that makes me need this number to mean something? The single question might change your entire perspective because maybe the universe isn't asking you to keep searching. Maybe it's asking you to start trusting yourself, and maybe the biggest sign you have been waiting for is the fact that the same dream, the same goal, the same idea, the same calling keeps returning to your mind again and again, not for days, not for weeks, but years. Think about that and let me know your thoughts in the comment. Do you think signs are message from outside us, or do they reveal something happening within us? This is Swati from Inner Soul Insight. Until next time, stay curious.